Good day, everyone. This is the lesson 6 of our Laravel tutorial series. So, let's continue our project now from our previous lessons. So, we had this one in our previous lesson. No, we have this done. Today, we're going to, sorry for the baby on the background. No, hilak akong bata. Okay, so for this table, we're going to create some actions here. When you click update, you'll be redirected to the update page wherein all the data here uh, will be posted so that you can do some updating, editing there. Okay, so let's continue now. So let's go to our let's close this one so that we can start with our project. So here we're going to go to our resources, no, so that we can create an update page, no. So in our resources, in our views, let's create new file. Let's name it update student view. Update student view. So muna itong ngalan, no, para makita na to ang it is update student view. So we're not going to update it yet, but only the view wherein there's a form wherein the old data about that student will be posted so that you can do your editing there. So play.php, and then just like in our student list, we're gonna need the base layout. So I'm gonna copy this one, okay, so that we can inherit all of the designs that comes from this one, comes from the base. Okay, so let's edit title, update student. Okay, so next thing is we're going to get the form na lang, no, katong asa na to gi kuha from here, no. Let's go back to our, let's get it from this form. Okay, so just copy this form, no, from here in our sign up play.php. Just copy the okay, just copy the container, the body in the container. Okay, and then let's paste it here. Then okay, so let's go back and delete this. No, this one, the old, no, let's try this one na to delete. And I know it can cause some errors, but let's see what are those errors. Okay, so next, how are we going to go to this view? So let's go to our students list and let's make this one as a an anchor tag or a link. Okay, so let's try if it does not affect the design. Sign in sa ta 1 2 3 4. Okay. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so it doesn't affect the design. Then let's put href. Then in our href, let's put there, sabi natin butang, let's put a route. Okay, then route. Okay, so this route will be quite different because it will be having two parameters, no. Okay, so put comma, another parameter will be the SN. Okay, so kopyahan na to si SN, paste it here. Okay, next is the route will be student dot update view. Okay, that will be the name, no. So what happens here is kinahanglan ta nga natay ID. This will appear in our URL. Okay, so let's see and create this one in our route. So route web. So in our route, we'll just copy this one, no, parang madali ta. Okay, you know already how to construct it, diba? So copy, go to our name, paste it here. And then maybe we go to, okay, in our view ato ta kamata diri og update student view. And then since we are passing this one in our route, the student ID number, atong butangan diri og ID. This, what happens here is kani siya update view slash the ID of the student. So let's put it like this, ID, and then let's create the update view method. Update view, copy this one, go to our home controller since this on the home controller, so app http controllers home controller, and then put it on after the just minimize this one, no, para nindot siya lang taon. Public function update view, then we're gonna put here the ID. Okay, so in our update view return view, then katong ato ang kani update view, update student view. Okay, this is now the blade update student view. Okay, now, okay, it will have some warnings and errors, but ato ra ni i-debug, ato ra ni ayohon. So here, okay, so wala yung mga warnings and errors, no? That's weird, but let's continue na lang. Okay, so here, let's put the name, the student ID, the existing ID, the first name, middle name, and last name of the students nga to ang ibutang. Okay, so ato ang buhaton ani ron is we're going to remove this one, no? Maybe we don't need to update the ID number of the students para okay, delete na siya pwede. That's an ID, that's a primary key. So let's go back here and let's remove that one. Okay, kana. Okay, then okay ra day, wala siya errors because we don't have the values yet. Okay, so atong values ibutang here is katong gikan sa database. So I thought nga na atong array from the database. So that's right, walay error. Okay, so first is ato ang kwaon tong data atong student para atong ibutang dire, okay, as its value. So here, let's put atong gamiton si students. Okay, maybe let's just put there the std info. Okay, then the students, then let's put an order by, let's copy lang kani. Let's just copy this one, no, kani balik ra ni siya, copy, but ilisa nato ni kay dili siya list, std info, then let's omit this one, kuha nato ni sila, and let's put another, this will be where, this a condition where sn equals id. Okay, so kana siya because we're gonna need only the student info of the students nga atong gi-click ang update. Okay, so atong gamiton since usara ka row ang gibutang, so let's just put first, and then next is same dire atong gibutangan og compact, and then ito ang kwaon ning name sa aning variable std info, then next atong dalon ni siya, okay, dalo na nato ni diri sa ato ang view. Okay? So, next is ato ang butang diri sa value. Okay? So, atong buhaton, ibutan nato stdinfo. Okay, stdinfo. Dayon, asa man ni siya? First name. So, fname. Now, let's try, no? If nigawas ba siya? Okay, we have an error here. Line 25. Where it is? Diba? There is expecting y. Object expecting. Okay. So, we need for each. Okay? We need for each. Atong gamiton is for each. So, okay, the problem here is walay $sign for variable. So, kana then enter. Okay, so na siya. Do same methods on the other inputs, no? Copy, paste here. Then this one is middle name, so m name. This one is last name, l name, and the last one is the course. So put course. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so what's the problem here? This one, na to na copy. Pag-copy na to na ban. Okay, so password. Atong kuha si password. Okay. Kuha na to. So we only need to edit. Okay, so if in your project you want to edit the password, so it's up to you. Okay, then let's just put br here para mo saka-saka siya gamay ari sa gawas. br. Okay, kana. So now this is it. Okay, so the problem is kanina pod. How are we going to edit this one? Let's remove the sign in. Okay, don't need that one here. Okay, next is we're going to create an Ajax. Okay, so this is another script. This is on JavaScript. So let's go to our public. Okay, then in our public, in our assets, let's create an assets folder. Assets. Okay, in our assets folder, let's create another folder which is JS or your JavaScript. So inside there, let's create another file that will be main.js. Now, we will include this one, ato include ning main.js in our base. So let's go back to our base view sa atong layouts. So let's go to our resources, then views, then layout, then base. Now let's add the script. Add it ilalom, no? So script, then let's add source src equals. Okay, so this we're gonna how you're going to add a script in Blade. So double curly braces, then asset, put asset, then parameter sa asset will be asa man to nato gibutang inside assets, dayon /js/main.js. Okay, so that would be it. So let's try to put alert in JavaScript, something alert. Okay, so na-alert siya, Kana siya. It means nga it is properly included in our file. So now let's create an Ajax. Okay, Ajax script. So what unsay atong buhaton when you are going to, let's close this one now. We don't need this one. Unsay atong buhaton when we are going to submit this form. Okay? So atong kwaon ni, let's put an ID here. Tangan natong ID si form. Let's name it form submit. Okay? So atong button next is to put, okay, wait kamay hat. In the JS, okay, form submit. So in JS, let's put here, this is Jquery. JavaScript Jquery, JS. The button is form submit. Tatang gibutang ganiya sa iyahang ID. So if si form that submit kay is-submit, okay, let's put function inside para butang tag mga statements or what happens when you're going to submit. Okay, in your function, let's put a parameter e so that when you're going to submit a form, mukuha na siya. So let's try no, wala siya prevent default. Okay, so alert tag kuan diri, you click submit. Okay, sample. Let's go back to our project. Okay, so nothing's happened. Click. Okay, why? It's because ni-reload siya, di ba? Nantawa dire, oh. Di ba? Ni-reload siya. So that's why nga we're going to put e here and prevent default. E dot prevent default, meaning you prevent the default functionality of the form, which is si form submit ang iyang ID. Okay, so now let's go back. Okay, click this one. Okay, what happens here is kasi kulang na to dire. Prevent. So let's trace this one up. Okay, so asa form submit ang ID, main JS form submit para function e prevent, so spelling prevent default. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so you click submit, kulang ra siya refresh. Okay, you clicked submit. So now we're going to pass the Ajax here. Okay, so kana. So first, balik ta dire. We're going to create the route no for our submission. So atong buhaton is to create the route. Okay? Let me see this first. KJS. Okay. So galantaw ko sa ako ang route. So let's create this route as, okay, same ra gyapon na siya duha ka parameter. So let's put student dot update. Okay, another parameter will be the saman ang SN. So copy ra nato ni siya and then let's put SN. Okay? So same ra gyapon to siya ni atong last time nga na slash. So let's create this route. Okay? Ato ta sa ato ang route. Okay. So ato sa i-paste ni dire para ato ra niya na i-copy, i-cut. Okay? So we need two methods here no. Kay mupasa ta and at the same time we get the data. So we need get and post. So route, let's put match. Okay? Then put array of what methods do you use? It's either get or a post method. Okay? Dayon, next is katong imong URI or URL there. Katong gamiton is update student. Then, since ato ang route diri sa atong blade, duha ka parameter naka slash, then ID po na siya. So, slash ID. Next is the controller. Same, we're going to use home controller. Home controller. Okay, next is class. Then, the method. Okay, sabay itong ngalan sa atong method. Update student. Parehaso na to. Update student. Okay, that will be our method. Then last is kinasubra atong kuan diri. Ato i-close ang array here. Okay, so kana siya. Next is name. So unsa may name atong gigamit gani diri sa ato ang blade. Name sa nga route is student update. Copy this one. Go back there. Paste it here. Tara, naram din ni diri. Okay? So, kana siya. Next, let's go back here. Let's create our Ajax. Okay? Now, to create your Ajax, you're gonna need to put in here a jQuery. Okay? So, another thing you need, no? Since this is jQuery and we are going to have a CSRF token, so we need to do our setup, no, so that we can use our token. So Ajax, so on top of it you put Ajax setup. Okay, then curly braces, headers. Okay, then another array, put there X CSRF token. Okay, CSRF token. Then jQuery meta name equals CSRF token. Okay, sakura ba name here kulang ba og M meta. Okay, after that, the attribute content. So, unsay gi-pinpoint ani niya is ang ato ang header nga naka meta. Okay? So, where to put that is okay, dera. Atong butangan diri og meta. Diri sa ato ang base. So, let's go to our base. So, pinakataas, maybe ito yung dihabot sa pinakataas. Meta. Okay. Then, name. Ito atong gi-pinpoint. CSRF token. Then, content is equals CSRF token. That's it. Okay, CSRF token. Okay mo na yung gikuan. In the content, na siya isulod nga CSRF token. So that tanan nga transaction na to using Ajax, dire siya makuha. So the name, CSRF token, na dire. Diba? Name CSRF token, and you get the attribute of the CSRF token. Now, I think we're ready sa ato ang Ajax. No? So, let's go back here in our main.js. Now, let's construct our Ajax. Okay? So, first is jQuery. When you put $sign, that means jQuery. In an old ko ilahan ng butangan, dili $sign, jQuery na siya. jQuery, dayon ka na. But, shortcut is $sign. Okay? jQuery.ajax. Okay. Let's put it in here. Dayon, what are the data we need? First is the URL. Okay? So, where to get the URL? Diri sa ato ang action. Diba? Diri ta makuha og URL. So, there, atong ibutang since naa siya sa sulod sa form, di ba? Kay naman siya sa form submit, which is kining ID sa atong form submit. So, let's put na lang this form, or this, okay, sayop ta, atong butulod. So, this, dayon ang attribute sa form, okay, this kani siya, kay naman sa sulod, this meaning pinpointing to the form. This form, dayon iyahang attribute, attr, okay, this form, muna yung mga attributes, di ba? Method attribute, ID attribute, and action attribute. So, here, this form, then you get the attribute nga action. Okay? Action. So, naman na siya iyahang URL. Okay? Di ba? Kani siya pinpointing to a route. Kaning iyang action. So, we get the URL from the action. So, this dot action. Same here. Next is method. So, atong pangitaon, naapod siya attribute nga method. So, we get tragyapon, piyaw na nato ni, ilisa na nato si action og method. Okay? Next is the data na nga atong ipasa paingon sa ato ang controller. So, we need data. Okay? New, then form data. Okay? Then, asa ta mo kuhag data? From this form submit ID. Okay? Process data, let's do some other data we need. Process data will be false. Don't need to process data. Then the data type will be on JSON. Okay, next, data nga atong kinahanglan. Error. What will happen if na PHP error? So, function. Okay, then let's put just TS ra. TS nga variable. And then, i-alert na to if na error. Alert TS dot response text. Okay? Next, sa error, if success, okay, success, if success, let's put same magyapon function, then the data of our success, what will be the returning data if success siya, then let's put maybe alert for testing na lang, alert data dot message. So this will be on JSON, so we'll create the data nga naa siya index nga message. Okay, so let's try, no, let's try go and create our route. So nakahimo na ba tag route nga update students? Okay, humana na tayo update students. Then nakahimo na ba ta og wala pa? So in our web home controller class update student. So in our home controller, let's create a function named public function update student. Okay. Okay, what else do we need? We need in our update student, ato i-try sa. Okay? So let's return a JSON, no? Response. Okay? JSON. Okay, dayon ato ibutang dire status. Kinahanglan nato ibutang status. Dayon equals 1 message. Let's try, no? Let's put a message nato dire. Nara nga message. Now let's go back. Okay. We have some error. 32, line 32 in our home controller. Line 32, wala nato na. Pananog terminator. Okay. Okay, so success, no? Okay. Success. Nikuan siya without reloading the page. Diba? So, kana siya. next is unsa may atong buhaton? Atong i-save ang atoang update. Okay? So what else do we need? We need to put here, since gikan siya sa form, iyahang mga gipangpasa is request. Okay? So let's go back to our sa ato route. So we have there update students and the ID. So what do we need here? Na siya ID. Okay? Na siya ID. So atong butangan dara og ID, which is the SN, or shall we okay ra na, SN na siya. Then we need another katong data gikan sa atong form. Pag edit nato, request. Okay? Mo na siya. Now let's try putting request. Maybe okay ra ba ni siya? So in request, okay, try no kung kani atong gipang butang. Okay, object. That means okay na siya kay we are passing an array. Okay? So next ato ra sa ning comment. Next is we're going to put update query, no? So atong butang diri update now equals students model. Okay, same, naragyapon si students model. Then put condition kung asa nato siya, unsay ID sa atong i-edit, SN. Okay, equals SN equals the ID. Okay, kani siya. Or let's put this one as SN para din dita wala pod SN. Okay? So kana siya atong gilisan na siya SN, no. Next is we're going to put an update. So what will be the data ng atong i-update? Okay? Kana siya. Butang dere. So those data are first fname. We don't need to update SN, di ba? Fname. Then request. This one comes from the form, no? So atong himuon ato ilisan request fname. Okay? Then next, just copy this one para dali ra. Fname, mname, paste, lname. Then last is the course. Okay, na. So now let's check what's the error here. Update. Okay, well, kulang taog update. Na. Update. This is a function. So here atong butangan og i-test na to. If ni fire up si update now, let's put here a response, no? Okay, kinahanglan na nato si response. And if na update now, meaning if successful siya, let's put a message nga one nga date student student record updated. Okay? So else if wala, let's put an error na lang. Okay? So if putang natong status para natay kuan sa ato ang conditional statement na JavaScript. So atong buhaton if wala siya, if wala nothing's happened, butang ta dire. Okay? So ingani mo guna siya. The case is if for example you haven't changed any characters or wala nimo ni gi-edit or same characters yang ikuan, it will cause an update now to error. So in our message here, maybe we can just put error, then butang ta dire what are the reasons. Okay? Mayroon ka nga database, mayroon ka nga same data or database app. Ay, kamuray bala. Kung sa inyong in English, ibutang same data input put or database failed. Okay? So, kana siya. So, try na to, no? Kung sa iyang alert. Okay, let's go back sa ato ang JS. What could be the error here is, okay, we need to put another thing here. After the JSON, we need to put content. Okay, content type. Okay, false. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, refresh. Let's go back. Okay, student record updated. So it's done. So what we need to do is to put some alert here if dili siya pop out. Okay, so we put alert on top of the form if it is successful or not. Okay, so let's go back here and let's put on our view, let's put maybe this one. Okay, ato ning kuan sa and let's put okay para tong kanan. Okay, let's get rid of these blades and let's put something here. Okay, here, and let's add an ID here. ID equals success. And then for the danger, wala danger at ibutang kay para pula ID is danger, for example. So in our JS, if success, okay, ato running i-omit si alert, then what we do is, okay, first is balik sa ta dito. Ato ni silang i-hidden. Okay? Hidden. Okay? Hidden na to. So, now let's put if. Okay? If data dot status equals 1, what will happen? Okay? So, in our div nga success, okay, let's go back. Lantaw na to kung unsay. If status is 1, success, error 2. Okay? So, here, if status is 1, you put here, katong div na to nga success ang ID. Okay? Hashtag ato ibutang kay success man. Ay, ID man. Okay? That HTML, or maybe let's put that text. Okay? Iyang sudlan tong div og katong message sa from the JSON response here. So the status, if status is 1, the message will be kani. Okay? So let's put data.msg. Okay? Else, so duha ra man else ato yung butang. Okay? Danger. Another thing, di ba, atong gihidden. So, same, atong kopyahon ni siya. Success.atr, meaning yang attribute nga hidden will be atong himong false, meaning dili na siya mo take effect ang hidden. Okay, same here. Okay, so kana siya. So, but here, okay, on top, ato siyang, okay ra na siya. Okay, so kani siya, let's change, no? Submit. Student record updated. Here, we didn't edit anything, no? Sumingon siya nga. Okay, what happens here? Refresh. Didn't put anything. Success lagi po yung gibutang, no? So, okay. Success, danger. Kani, abutang na to. Wala na to nabutang. Danger. That's the problem. So, dili na to usbon. Data input, same data input or database failed. Oh, we do something, we change something in the in our student record updated. So, atong nakita nato na bilin ra gyapon siya. So, atong buhaton is atong kuhaon si success, atong true here. Dayon si danger atong okay, true dire. Okay? So, kana. What happens here is if 1 meaning success, si danger iyang hidden. Dayon iyang ipakita si success, dayon iyang sudlan og text. Same with here, kay danger man iyang i-hide si success, iyang i-output si hidden, then sudlan niya og text. Okay? Let's try, no? Okay, wala taga usob. Then let's change anything. Student update record updated. Okay? Here, change something. Okay, then okay, so kana. Muna siya ay how to do some Ajax, do update using jQuery Ajax. No, as you can see, no, wala siya ni refresh. Okay, tanawa diri, di ba walay ni load. Okay, all ang ni load ra is ang division. Okay, so let's put something here para we can go back to our list, no? So in here and submit date view a tantadaraw slash sama to siya slash home slash home. Okay, let's put done. Okay, update. Let's put done. Ito siya sa home. Okay, so lantaw no nausob. May ani ato usbon siya ato. Imo ang akong alan. Student record updated but wala ni refresh. So balik ta dito sa list. Okay, nausob. Okay? So kana. That is how you're going to put Ajax. Same with the delete. Let's put Ajax in our delete. Okay? So, let's put Ajax. Here in our delete, let's go to our list, students list. Then in our delete, let's put, maybe put something like on click equals delete me, for example. So let's put here, let's pass the SNID. Okay, pagipasa ni siya. Then delete me, let's create this function in our main.js. Okay, let's try function delete me, then our SN. Now let's try to alert SN. Okay, let's go back. Okay, refresh. Wala, nothing happened. Function, let's go back. Let's trace this up. Okay, list on click. Let's try to alert this. Click. Nothing's happening. What's up with this one? On click. Okay. The problem is I see. Okay. On click ra siya. On click. Okay. On click. Okay. So next is another Ajax script. Maybe let's just copy this one, no. But the thing is, lahi atong ipasulod nga order. Okay, so here in our URL, let's put let's create a route here, delete lang, delete, then slash sn. Let's put plus because it is JavaScript. To concatenate things in JavaScript, you put plus. Then in method, let's put here post because we're not using any form na, so we're not getting the form attributes. Then the data will be, okay, kini siya, atong ipasa ang SN and the SN. Okay, that's colon SN. Process data, JSON, contact response. Okay. Okay. Same here. So, ato ra sa ning kwaon because we have different actions. Okay. Alert data.msg. So, let's try no creating this one, delete in our web. Okay. Just copy. Piyaw na to ni. Let's put post and delete. Then maybe in home controller, let's put delete students.delete na. So, and then since na siya gipasa here nga ID as to. Na siya gipasa nga ID kani SN, di ba? Na siya gi-concat nga ID. What's the error here? 2. Okay, kita ra ron. So, na siya gipasa, let's put slash ID. So, in our delete, go back to our home controller, create a delete public function delete, then let's put it here, the ID or SN. Okay, then the response will be the SN, for example. So let's try now kung bugos ang iyang response nga SN. Okay, so let's check, double check this one. Saning error ani, it's na siya error something. Okay, this one ka-double ang iyang closing sa Ajax, then wala na tayo error. Let's try kung okay, ni-display ra siya sa ID, sakto. We're doing it right. Now, ato na siyang butangan og delete in our home controller. Now, to do that is in our home controller, this is the home controller. Let's create a delete query. So still we're using the student delete, then equals student model. Then let's put the where or the condition. So always put where, no? Okay, masayop mo delete, everything in your table will be deleted. So delete where SN equals SN. Okay, so if delete, you will have a message or status. Okay, the message will be successfully record deleted. Okay, so else if nothing's happened or it has some errors there, delete that one, copy the right one, put it in here, then status will be 2, for example, record deleted, error. Okay, so what else do we need? Sige, let's try, no? Ato i-try kung mo-delete ba siya. Okay, delete. So we have an error. Students not found. Maybe we have okay, here in our model, dapat students. That's the problem. Delete. Okay, record deleted, but wala ni kuan siya. Wala nawala. Okay? So akong gi-refresh mo nang nawala. So we don't need refresh here. So ato ibutan dere sa ato ang main.js. Now, in our table, no, in our student list, we need to put an ID dere. Okay? So ID equals let's put the SN as the ID. Okay? Okay? Why do we put ID? It's because we're going to pinpoint this row as by their ID so that we can remove the row. Okay? So kana siya. Next is we're going to add it in here, no, in our JS. Okay, in our main.js. Ito ibutang dere. So let's pinpoint the TR. Okay? So first is we're going to get the ID. Okay? TR. Dayon. TR sa table. Dayon. ID equals. Okay? Let's concatenate SN. Diba? TR ID plus SN i-concatenate na to. Kaya ang atong ID sa atuang row will be the student number. Okay? So, atong buhaton is to put that fade out. Okay? So, the problem here, if you put fade out, it will just fade it out without removing it. So, dapat balik ko na to. Okay? Fade out is just an animation. Nga mo fade out siya. But it will not totally remove the row from the table. So, next is we put remove. Okay? Remove. So, to remove it out, to really remove the row, we put remove. Fade out is just an animation para char-char lang tawon, and then remove. Because if we don't remove the whole row, the problem is when you're going to have something or a function nga imuhang buhaton, it will not be fired out because it is still there if we just remove fade out. Fade out is just putting it on hidden. Okay? Let's get rid of this alert. So let's try now. Maybe if we have some errors or not. Delete. Okay. Refresh. No, wala. Wala siya ni-refresh on remove, di ba? So, kana siya. So, let's add another, no? Ato na lang balikon para course password 1234. We cannot use the account na kay delete na to. Let's use another, put multiple entries so that we can test our queries. Okay, submit. We have 3 na. So sign in, use our old account nga atong re-enter. So we have this na, no? You have 3. So when you are going to update the first one, update, put a name nga John, enter. Student record updated without refreshing the whole page. Only yang gidugangan ra og div. Okay? Nantawan ninyo, di ba? If we put enter, you press enter, same data. Okay? Walay na itabo diri, di ba? Wala na refresh. Tana to S, student record updated. Then click done, it is updated. If you're going to delete, okay, ni-delete ra siya. Okay? Na-remove ra siya. But the problem is our bootstrap, I don't know, maybe it's dili siya nagka-match. Pero if you have a matching bootstrap, it will fade out. Meaning mo, fade siya kuan iyara. So let's try to see with fade out no. Kani sa ato arang bootstrap nga dependencies nga online. So I have here an example no. Nga unsay resulta sa fade out. Okay, so we have here, for example, okay, kani, how it fade out. O hinay ay same ra day gyapon. Okay, click, fade out. Pas-pas ra day gyapon ang fade out. So, kana, here, so kani siya will be our whole content of this Laravel tutorial series. Okay, so it's up to you if you're going to continue or to create another project nga you can do with this layout. Okay, so I think this will end for the whole Laravel tutorial series of ours. I think we have 6 videos, no? So thank you for always watching our videos, and kana lang, keep safe everyone. Bye bye.